conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Las Vegas Raiders. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Sanders first carry of the game. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up second and
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with Sanders. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
A nice run there by Sanders on first down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here as they run out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Here's Sanders. A Great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and take it.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball is not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
It's a turnover on down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Sanders. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Sidney Jones in on the stop. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Raiders 0.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Able to find Deon Cain, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Sanders toss left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Flushed out right. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the 1st half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at
the end of all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
That's the score. Eagles 14, Raiders 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
1st down, Eagles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And now spinning away. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Hurts. Oh, they may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
First down and goal to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And the intercepted. Picked up by Vontae Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. The final shot here before half for Carr. That is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening? It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time for the Raiders, 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
2nd and 11. Talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Raiders have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Philadelphia.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Sanders, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. They'll run with Sanders. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now the catch right side. This is Sanders. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
14. And an Eagle first down.
On first down, Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Raiders'
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down, here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll let this go deep for Rhodes, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They run it with Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
The 45-yard line.
On play action, now Carr. Got an open man, it's Rhodes. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Flush to his right. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
Las Vegas, first down.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Carr again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, it's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Eagles 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them. And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now. With a sense of urgency. No doubt. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Here's Hurts to throw. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. Him in stride. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go play action with Hurts. And the Raiders have got him. Corey Littleton and the Raider D, they get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes. I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out. Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he's gone 2-2 on us now at 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones, able to run it, catch it, and produce. Big-time points put on the board by him.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Eagles 14. To kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Jalen Rager, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Two yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Play action. Here's Hurts. This will be caught. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Dallas Goedert. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt.